Peace. What's the word, everybody? Give everybody a chance to tap in real quick. I got about maybe 30 minutes to build, so hopefully y'all got about 30 minutes on this wonderful Sunday morning. Wasn't planning on building, but I had a little downtime, so here we are, man. I just want to shed some light on a recent experience that I just had, man. I'm pretty sure a lot of my health warriors can relate to this experience that I just had, man. I just want to let everybody know how simple it is, man, to just resist, not even a temptation, but just how to avoid falling victim to like the toxic foods at social functions and things like that. Montel, peace, what's happening? What's the word? Magic, peace, what's happening? You know, resisting that temptation, just dodging these toxic foods is not as hard at a social function as we like to make it seem. You know, Airview, peace, what's happening? CEO, peace, what's the word? My brother Antonio, what's happening? Like I was just at a function. Montel, everything is peace. Everything is peace, man. Everything is all good. Javon, what's happening? Peace. But yeah, I was just at a function, and y'all know how I go. You know, when you vegan and you the only vegan that's coming to a function, especially when you are amongst other black people, not too many times are people gonna look out for you. You know, if everybody talking about ordering food, they don't know what to get the vegan. So they, you know, the vegan has to fend for him or herself. You know, that's just how it goes. So when you go into a function like that, you already know for the most part, there is not going to be much for you to consume. And then on top of that, y'all know I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do any of that. So I'm at a function and everybody like is pizza there, you know, hot wings, all this type of stuff, drinking, smoking, all this type of stuff is happening. And y'all know how I get down. I do none of this. So I'm not indulging in the pizza. I'm not indulging in the chicken wings. I'm not indulging in the liquor. I'm not indulging in none of the smoking, none of that. And I'm still at this function having a grand old time. You know, a lot of times people fall victim to the pressure. No, when I go into an environment, that's when I was talking about standing for some principles, standing on some things. I'm able to go to a function as a vegan, as a black man that's a vegan. I'm able to be amongst a bunch of other like brothers that eat whatever they want to eat, drink however they want to drink, and I'm able to tell, like, for the most part, they're not even asking me, do I want anything? Because they already know. They already know I don't eat that pizza. They already know I ain't eating this chicken. They already know I ain't drinking. They already know I ain't smoking. So it's like when you carry yourself in a certain manner, people know they can't tempt me. So they don't even try. So that makes it easier. That makes it easier. God is peace, queen, what's happening? That makes it a lot easier, man. When you are a man of principle, when you stand on your square, when you stand on your truth as a man, when you go to these functions, even if it's not something for you there is nobody that's going to tempt you. But when somebody like when they smell that blood, when they sense that blood and they feel like you weak and they feel like they can get you to take this shot or drink some of this liquor or eat some of this pizza or eat some of that chicken, they gonna do it. They gonna do it every time. They gonna do it every time. So I was at this function, man, and I didn't eat. I don't understand. See, we gotta stop associating the consumption of food, like alcohol, things like that, with having a good time. That is not how I view a good time. So I was able to go to this function and simply not eat. And I still enjoy myself because I don't feel like I have to eat nor drink or smoke to have a good time. So I was chilling. Everybody eating, everybody drinking whatever they drinking, everybody eating a pizza, everybody drinking, doing what they doing. I'm sitting back. I didn't touch food. I drank a smoothie. I drank a green smoothie. I drank 2 smoothies before I headed off to this function, and I was good. I didn't touch the pizza. I didn't touch any alcohol. I didn't touch anything. I sat there and we was there for hours, almost all night, and I was good. So for the life of me, man, we got to stop acting like, man, if you on a health journey, if you're on a health mission, you don't have to eat to have a good time. Like, you don't have to eat at all. Like, we have got to eliminate that from our minds. Like, I can go somewhere and don't eat. Easily. Clocks in. What's happening, my brother? I can go somewhere and don't eat. I don't have to eat, man. If I'm going somewhere, if I gotta be somewhere for 8 o'clock at night, we gonna be there for a minute. Like, I don't have to eat. First of all, that's too late to be eating anyway. So I'm doing my digestive system a favor. I don't need to be eating late at night, let alone some all bad food. And then another thing too, when you got the knowledge of certain foods, man, you don't even feel, but like you're not even tempted. When they was eating the pizza and the chicken wings, man, instead of me like, that looks good, I'm looking at them like, man, y'all eating some trash. Y'all really putting that poison in y'all system. That's how I was looking at it. So like I wasn't even tempted. I wasn't even looking at it like, oh, that looks good. Like, nah, I was disgusted. I was like, man, I don't want to put that in my system. I don't want to put that in my system. Like at all. So, man, you got to be strong. Stand on your square, man. You at the social function and they ain't got nothing for you, man. Again, you ain't got to eat. Stop thinking because you at a function, you got to eat. Listen, I took care of myself before I got to this function. And if I felt like I needed to eat at the function, I would have just brought me some bananas or something. Simple. I would have brought me some bananas. I would have drank water. Real simple. And nobody tried to tempt me. That's because of the way that I carry myself. If it would have been anybody else in there, I guarantee you they would have been trying to pressure them into doing something. Ain't nobody they didn't even bring it, like they didn't even mention the pizza to me. Dudes already knew what was up. Nah, yeah, he ain't eating that. He ain't drinking that. He ain't smoking that. Like we ain't even gonna entertain that. Because that's what I stand on. That's what I stand for. People ain't gonna play with me. And that makes life easier for me. When people see that I stand on my square, when they see that I stand on my truth, that makes it easier for me because they not tempting me. That peer pressure, I don't have to deal with no peer pressure no more. Don't nobody try to pressure me because they already know what's up. I done rejected it enough times. So when you stand up to the pressure enough times, people leave you alone. Like straight up, they leave you alone. That's the way to deal with, that's the way to conquer any type of pressure. Reject it. They already know. They know. All right, E-Bell let this function. He ain't gonna eat this pizza. He ain't gonna drink this alcohol. He ain't gonna do none of that. They already know it, so they not even gonna bring that. They not even gonna bring that to me. They just not. Shantae Peach Queen, what's happening? God is for sure. You know, I had 2 smoothies before I hit the function up. I was good and I was fine sitting there later in the evening not eating. I didn't feel like I had to eat. You know, a lot of time, like we don't even, like most of the time you're not hungry. You just eating because you feel like you have to. That's it. You are literally at a social function and you just feel like you got to eat. Like that's it. But you don't necessarily need to eat. You're not hungry. You're not starving. You just feel the need to eat because you are at a social function. That's it. I'm not letting that type of stuff conquer me. I don't feel like I got to eat just because I'm at this social function and everybody else is eating. I'm like, yeah, everybody else eating this pizza and these chicken wings. I'm good, though. I drank 2 smoothies before I got here. Y'all can have at it. Y'all can put whatever y'all want in y'all system. I'm good on the smoothies that I had and drinking water and chilling. I'm good. I don't need that. I ain't got to eat just because y'all eat. I'm good. Terenzo, peace. What's happening, my brother? Yeah, clocks in for sure. You know, I'll be good. Lupe, what Lupe say? He was like, hunger's your enemy, but you can kill that. You know, I didn't conquered that. I didn't conquered it through fasting and things like that. Like I know when I'm actually hungry versus when I have an appetite. So like I know the difference. You know, most of the time it's like I'm around food or I'm at a function or it's a certain time of the day. And that's the reason why I feel like I need to eat. Like, so now I know the difference between me just having an appetite and wanting to eat versus me actually needing to put something in my system. You know, now I know the difference. So when I supply myself with the proper smoothies and things like that, I done gave my body the nutrients that it needs. When I'm at a function like that around food, it's just appetite. It's just I feel like I know I could eat if I wanted to, but I don't really need to. Like it's not a life or death situation. And that's what I'm referring to. So it's not a life or death situation. If I don't eat right now, if I didn't eat last night, which I didn't, I wasn't gonna die. I wasn't at the point of starvation. It was all appetite, which is what those brothers was on when they was eating. They just had appetites. Wasn't nobody gonna die if they didn't touch the wings and the pizza. Nobody was gonna die. I promise you that because I didn't. I'm living to tell my story. I survived the function without eating. I'm here to tell y'all you can survive functions without eating. I'm living to tell the story. You can go to a function and you cannot eat. I literally drank 2 smoothies yesterday, and that's all that I had, and I'm functioning fine. Y'all see me. I'm right here, functioning fine. Nothing wrong with me. I survived. I feel good. I woke right back up in the morning full of energy, lacking sleep, but y'all can't tell. You know how many people eat a bunch of trash, and when they lacking sleep, you can tell. Like y'all probably can't tell that I'm off of like an hour and a half, 2 hours of sleep. Y'all probably can't tell, but I am though, and that's because of what I put inside my body yesterday. Like I feel light, like I feel like I can run a marathon right now. Like I feel great, and I always feel this way when I approach a situation like that. Again, I control my appetite. That doesn't control me. And this is how I maintain. This is how I don't go too crazy. This is how I'm able to do certain things because I'm in control of that. It is not controlling me. I understand, like I've been studying the art of fasting and all that type of stuff too long. I got a good grip on that. If it's something at the function for me to eat, like some fruits or something, or I may eat that if I feel like I want to eat. If not, I'm cool. Like if it's nothing at the function for me, man, I'm not gonna throw a fit because y'all didn't look out for the vegan and I didn't bring nothing for myself. I'm not gonna throw a fit. I don't expect that for people, man. Y'all, they don't know what to bring to the function for me. Although it's simple, but you know, I'm not expecting that. I'm gonna either bring something for myself or I'm cooling. I'm gonna take care of myself before the function. Real simple, man. And like I said, I'm alive right now to tell my story, man. I went to a whole function where they had all the foods around me, all the tempting foods around, all the foods that people love, hot wings, pizza, alcohol. This is stuff that everybody loves. I was around all of that, didn't budge at all. Didn't feel the need to eat anything. Didn't leave a function like, man, that's messed up. Didn't leave a function feeling deprived. I am good. I'm good. I had 2 smoothies and then all I had this morning was a banana. Man, I'm good. I'm good. Right now, if I wanted to go pick up if I wanted to go put 400 pounds on that bar right now, I can still go pick it up. If I wanted to put 400 pounds on that squat rack and go squat 400, I guarantee you I can still do that. Guarantee. I'm telling y'all, man, I do this with the fasting and I still have my strength. I have not fell off. So people hear me talk about this stuff, but I'm telling y'all, I'm living the reality out. I'm living that reality out. Only a certain amount of people gonna reach that level of mastery. Not everybody gonna reach it. And I say mastery in the sense of controlling that appetite. That's what I'm talking about in regards to mastery. Not too many people would have been able to go to this function where I was at and not grab a piece of that pizza. They would have grabbed something, or they would have felt like they would have had to have something to eat because not too many people would have been able to survive that without eating something. Like seriously, not too many people would have been able to do that, man. I didn't touch anything, like at all, you know, and I'm saying that to let y'all know, man, you can control that. You can control that. You listening to a person that back in the day I used to eat whatever. I didn't have any restrictions. I ate anything and everything under the sun. So I wasn't born into this type of lifestyle. I wasn't born into this type of discipline. This is why this is big for somebody like me. I wasn't born into it. I wasn't born into, man, I ate everything. I drank all the sodas. I ate all the candy. I ate any meat that you threw at me. I ain't eat no vegetables. I ain't eat no fruit. I was that person. That's the lifestyle I came from. I wasn't born a vegan. I wasn't born a vegetarian. I wasn't born in a plant-based lifestyle. I was born into the same processed diet, Western diet, standard American diet as everybody else. And now I'm able to stand amongst those same foods and not care at all. Not care at all. So I'm letting y'all know, you can conquer that. You got more control than you think. And a lot of times people make excuses, man. You got more control over that than you think. Please stop sleeping on yourself. Stop letting that stomach control you. We can go, man, you can go days without actual food. It goes food, water, oxygen. You can go longer without food than you can go without water, and you can go longer without water than you can go without oxygen. That's how it goes. So if I consume something earlier in the day, I'm not starving. So if the option is put some poison in my system or just not eat at all, I'm going to go with not eat at all. Because then I put the poison in my system and now I feel terrible. So again, if your option, especially if it's late at night, if your options are eat this food, eat the poison, or don't eat, choose the lap. Don't eat. It's not going to kill you. It's not going to, I promise y'all, it's not going to kill you to skip a meal in the evening if your only option is like fast food or something that's going to, your digestive system is trying to wind down so it don't even want heavy food. So that's an easy choice. Like if you ain't got some light foods there at your disposal, then that's easy. We just not eating. Simple. I'm trying to tell y'all, this is coming from a person that I used to be a savage when it came to my plate. I was a savage. Hey, Eric, man, I was a football player, man. Y'all know how we was eating. We out here trying, man. I was an athlete. I ate like one. Metabolism was crazy. I could eat whatever I wanted to eat back in the day and look like a bodybuilder, man. Look like, what's his name, Sergio Olivia. Ronnie Cumber. I'm looking like these dudes, and I'm eating honey buns, Twizzlers, all the worst food, drinking all the sodas, and I'm looking like a world-class athlete physically. So for me to go from that to now being able to stand amongst these foods and not budge, I'm going to applaud myself. Because that's growth, that's evolution. And I feel like I can inspire other people to be in situations like that, man, and not budge. People bear witness to that. You know, it's people I know they might not have said anything, but it's people that respect that discipline when they saw it last night. It's like, man, that dude didn't touch any of this alcohol, didn't touch any of this chicken, didn't touch any of this pizza. Dang, how you do that? Like, dude ain't eat nothing? Like, dude ain't eat anything. How did he do it? I'm telling you, they saw it. They respect that. You can't do anything but respect that, man. You can't do anything but respect that, man. And like I said, that's growth. That's growth. Cause back in the day, I'm going crazy. I'm eating all the pizza. I'm eating all the pizza. I'm probably eating more of that than anybody else in there. I'm gonna be the smallest person in there, but I'm eating all the food. So I can go from that to none of the food and not feeling some type of way because I know the science of fasting, man. I know the science of fasting. I'm looking at it like a benefit. And I take the best part of everything. I say I'm going to a function where it probably ain't gonna be no food for me. This means it's time for me to fast. That's what the world is trying to say to me. It's time for you to fast, brother. So don't eat. Don't eat. And I'm gonna take heed. You know? That's how I operate. That's how I function. Antonio, yeah, for sure. Yeah, that smooth, like a green smoothie at night is ideal. Green smoothie at night, you know what I'm saying? Eating your vegetables, all that stuff at night. Now, sometimes if you slip up and you eat heavy at night, which sometimes I have to do, I just hold off my first meal for that next day. Real simple. I know how to balance things out, man, to the point where it's not going to affect me physically. Again, because I'm mastering and conquering this appetite. I don't let that control me. I know what I need to put in my system, so I put what I need in my system. Nothing more, nothing less. That's all. If you eat the proper foods, you don't need to eat a lot. If you supply your body with the proper foods, man, you do not need to eat that often. You giving your body, the reason why people eat so much these days is because they are eating a lot of empty calories. So you tricking the body like you ate something, but it wasn't nutritious. So I'm going to send signals off that you need to eat again. This is all that's happening. People don't understand, like, this hunger situation. It's a hormonal imbalance. It's hormones. It's your body sending off like signals to the brain. That's why, like, that's what's happening. You not actually hungry. You not starving. And they say, this is the problem. I never forget when I read this in the book. They was like, man, people are not really hungry when they say they are. And they was like, the proof of the pudding is this. If somebody was truly hungry, go grab a slab of lettuce and then just tell them to eat it. If you truly are starving, it don't matter. Whatever the food is, as long as it's edible, you will eat it. You not like, listen, if I'm starving, I don't care what you put in front of me. I'm going to, it's just like y'all ever been, if y'all done played football, man, and y'all done had 2-a-days, man, you don't care about the condition of the water. Man, when you out there full pads in 100-degree weather, you don't care if that water is ice cold. You don't care if it is, if the water is scorching hot. You don't care if it's lukewarm. You do not care about the condition of the water. You are just thirsty. You want water. You want liquid. You don't care what form that liquid comes. You just want liquid. You want water, hydration. Give me something. I feel like I'm dying. You ain't picky about your water. You may prefer ice cold water, but when you practicing in 2-a-day, when you practicing in 100-degree weather, you don't care how that water coming. Trust me, been there, done that. Give me this water. I don't care how this water is coming at me. Give me this fire. Listen, man, listen, for real, straight up. You don't care how that water is coming to you. Give me this water hose. We like this under the water hose. That's how we used to get it. Water hose, I'm drinking the water. You don't care nothing about toxic water. You don't care about bottled water having this in it. Man, give me some water. Same with hunger. If you really hungry, if something is edible, give me that. If I'm truly starving, if something is edible, I want it. Because I need to eat because I'm about to die. I feel like I'm going to die if I don't. I done been there with thirst. I done been there with that. Been dehydrated. Been out there, man. You don't care nothing about the water. You not looking at this ain't alkaline water. This ain't distilled water. This ain't spring. You not judging the water because you are thirsty. You feel like you're going to die if you don't get a sip of this water, so you don't care. Same with starvation. If you are truly starving, if somebody brings you this lettuce, you are going to kill this lettuce like it is. If you eat meat, like it is a steak. You are going to kill this lettuce like it is the sweetest fruit on the planet. Because you are starving. But for the most part, you are not at that level. Not too many people reach that level. They have an appetite, meaning they want to eat certain foods. That's it. Don't even get me started with women. Don't even get me started with women. And you know what I'm saying? I know for the most part, a lot of sisters don't be hungry because fellas, y'all know y'all done been in that situation. When your girl tell you she hungry and you be like, all right, what you want? And then they say it don't matter. But then the first 3 options you name, they don't want that. You ain't hungry then. You not hungry. If you tell me you hungry and I ask you what you want to eat and you say it don't matter, and then I give you 3 options and you reject all 3 of them, you not hungry. You cannot tell me you hungry. You have a preference. You have a taste for a certain food. You have an appetite, but you are not hungry. If you tell me you hungry, and then I ask you, what do you want? Is there something in particular that you want? And you say, no, it doesn't matter. And I give you some options, and you say, nah, I don't want that. I don't want this. I don't want that. You're not hungry. You're not hungry. And I know every brother in this chat done been through that. I know every brother. Man, my mom's done been, man, I done seen that so many times. It almost get on your nerves. Terenzo, my brother, appreciate the donation. You say strange people ask how'd you not eat while watching you not eat. Literally watching me not eat, you know what I'm saying? But literally watching, but ask how. Him not eating is how he did it. So the ask how is psychologically foolishness. Yeah, hey, you know, they literally saw me not do it. Was crazy. But I know y'all brothers that been there with the sisters. I know I ain't the only one that been there. I didn't watch my mom do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm hungry, I'm hungry, I gotta eat. And making it look like it's an emergency. And you like, all right, cool. So then what you know what I'm saying? All right, what you want? And then you don't even have to ask them what you want. I'm gonna do you one, but you don't even have to ask them what they want sometimes. They could be like, I'm hungry. And you be like, all right, cool. Then you just go get something and they not satisfied with what you get. But they hungry though. So if you hungry, it shouldn't matter what you get. If I go get something that I know you have a history of eating and you said you hungry, so then I get it, and then you like, but no, I ain't want that. Then again, you're not hungry. And this happens quite often. Quite often. Like, I know quite often. You know, as you know, shout out to the sisters, but y'all know y'all something else when it comes to being hungry. Y'all sisters know y'all something else. Y'all know y'all done made life complicated for us brothers sometimes when it comes to figuring out what to eat and figuring out what y'all want. You know, y'all know y'all that did that. Y'all know y'all don't make life easy for some of us, man. When we just be like, all right, what you want? And all it don't matter. And then whatever we go get, it seems like it's the wrong thing. Y'all know y'all be on that sometimes, man. Just don't know what you want, but don't want nothing though. Don't want nothing that we bring. Like y'all know that. Y'all know, man. I'm trying to tell you, man. I don't watch my moms do that to my pops. You know what I'm saying? I've seen that so many times, man. It's crazy. All right, well, yep. You hungry? Yeah. Well, then what you want? It don't matter to me. Well, then we finna go here. Well, I don't really want that. Well, then it didn't matter. What did you just say it didn't matter for? Back in when we was kids, but you asked me what I wanted back then, I'm gonna tell you. If I wanted, I'm gonna say, hey, McDonald's was trash, but if I wanted the McDonald's, hey, go get this McDonald's. You know what I'm saying? We get to Burger King, whatever it is. We finna tell you what man, I'm trying to tell y'all, man. Y'all sisters, hey, we love y'all, but my goodness, y'all have got to figure out what y'all want to eat when we ask y'all. Because you got to stop doing that. Because it seems like whatever we go get, y'all don't be satisfied with. So please just make it easy. The reason why we are asking y'all is because we don't want to waste money. We don't want to waste time. We don't want to waste energy. We want to make sure we get something to where we have not wasted that money and that time. So it would be very helpful if y'all just tell us what y'all want to eat. You know what I'm saying? It is very stressful when somebody tells you they don't know what they want to eat and you trying to figure it out, and then you get something and then nobody is satisfied. Like, just if you hungry and you feel like you gonna die if you don't eat, just tell us something that you want. Because we don't have time to go grab something and then y'all, you just gonna grab anything. Woo, woo. Yes, I am. Because that's when if I'm hungry, I'm just gonna go grab whatever's closest to me. I'm hungry. I'm trying to eat. If I really feel like I'm starving. But y'all, with that being said, man, my client just pulled up, man. Hey, appreciate y'all listening to my TED Talk, man. I just had to vent about that experience, man. I survived it. I survived the function, didn't eat, and I'm alive to tell my story, man. Appreciate y'all. I'm gonna tap back in with y'all either Monday or Tuesday. But I'm out, y'all. Be easy. Peace.